YouTube, it's Leo here again with another video. Now today I'm going to talk a little bit more about my new way of teaching my classes. Now as you can see, I've made a website just for each one of my lessons. And like I told you in my previous video, this website can be accessed to anyone on any device. It could be a smaller iPad, it could be an iPhone. Anywhere you would like to get to it, you're available to do so. Now, mainly what we use for our classes is the iPad Pro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of what my new classes are going to look like through this device. I'm also going to record the screen, that way you can get the full feel of what we're doing. Now, to get to this web page, for my iPads and my students who already have iPads, I will leave an icon on your device that we can just tap and it'll get you right to the website. Now, to start here, I'm going to go ahead and start recording the screen. So drop down the menu, hit record, 3, 2, 1, and in order to do so, as I said before, all of my iPads already have the Classroom app on it, or the Classroom icon, which is just a link to get you to the website. Now once you tap on it, it brings it up on your web browser, and it starts simply with just a tap the button below to start learning. And as it says, all you gotta do is tap on it, brings you to the next page. Now the next page gives you more options on what you want to learn about. What I decided to do this month is we're gonna go back to messaging. That way you can get comfortable on sending text messages, which is what everyone does these days. Not only on iPads, but they do it on iPhones, which is the most popular phone in the world. So in order to learn about that, you will have to just tap on the messaging button and it brings up the messaging page. Now here is going to start guiding you on how to do different things. This one in particular is for messaging. And as you can see on the top, it says messaging on iPads and iPhones. The first thing I'm going to teach you is what the icons look like. There's an icon, which is the basic icon for messages. It will look the same on iPads, iPad Touch, and iPhones. Now, once you start scrolling, it starts giving you different information. For example, it shows you what the app looks like when there's messages that you haven't read. And if you keep going below, it'll give you instructions, or it'll actually show you what messaging is about. I even put a screenshot of the messaging app so you can actually see what the messages look like. And to start, when you open the messaging app, on the left-hand side, you'll see all your messages. They're stacked up in order in which they came. So the latest message will be all the way on the top. If you keep scrolling down, it'll teach you a little more. It'll tell you how the right side is where you see what the message content is, as well as who's sending it to you. Once you tap on a conversation, the right hand side turns into your information side, which you can actually read what the messages are about, and you can see who the message is coming from. If you keep scrolling down, you'll get a little more information, and it'll tell you much more, so you can be informed on what messaging is all about. Now down here, if you keep going, it'll actually show you how to start a message, and the fact that in iPads, if you already have a contact in your contacts app, you can see the number, and if you can just start typing the number, it'll bring up the name of the contact, in which you can just tap and start the conversation. You keep going below, you can see more. It'll tell you more about the message bar, where you actually type in the information that you want to send to the recipient or whomever you want to send a text to. Also, if you keep scrolling down, it'll give you more information, and once you read all that you need to learn, you can just go back by pressing back to start, and you can choose a different topic. But that's how our classes are going to run by these days, and the main purpose of this is to give you a place where you can go back to restudy the lessons. You can go back and read it over, so that way you can get stuck in your brain. That way you can learn. That's what learning is all about. Repetition. If you repeat something enough times, it'll get better in your brain, and you will learn it. Well, that is going to be it for today. Actually, I want to also show you. You can access this right from your phone. If all you have is a phone available, you can access this website from your phone, from your iPad, even from an Android phone. It does not have to be an iPad. This is a web page which can be accessed to any device that can access the internet or has a web browser. If you look at my iPhone, the web page is here as well. If you start the button, it opens up the subcategories. You can tap on messaging, and it brings you right to the same page we were looking at on the iPad, which gives you all the information that's easy to access. Alright, well, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you actually use this so you can learn and get better at technology.